We are addicted to the end of the story. When something happens, we immediately label it. This is good. This is bad. This is a disaster. This is a miracle. But the ancients knew a secret that we have forgotten. They knew that you can never really tell if something is a curse or a gift, because the story isn't over yet. There was once an old farmer who had worked his crops for many years. One evening, during a violent storm, his horse broke down the fence and ran away. It was his most valuable possession, his only tool for survival. When the neighbors heard the news, they ran to his house. "Such terrible luck," they cried. "How will you work the fields? You are ruined." The farmer stood in the rain, looked at them, and said simply, "Maybe." The very next morning, the horse returned. But it didn't come back alone. It brought with it a dozen wild horses. Suddenly, the old man was the richest farmer in the village. The neighbors returned, cheering. "What amazing luck! Yesterday you had nothing. Today you are a king. You are blessed." The farmer patted the horse and said, "Maybe." The next day, the farmer's son tried to tame one of the wild horses. He was thrown violently to the ground and broke his leg. It was a gruesome injury. The neighbors arrived, faces long with pity. "What a curse," they whispered. "Now your son is crippled. Who will help you with the harvest? The horses were a trap. This is a disaster." The farmer looked at his son, then at the neighbors. Maybe. A week later, the empire went to war. Soldiers marched into the village, conscripting every able-bodied young man. They dragged sons from their mother's arms. It was a death sentence. But when they came to the farmer's house, they saw the boy's broken leg. They passed him by. Every other young man in the village died in that war. The neighbors stopped judging, because they finally understood what the farmer knew all along. The process of nature is vastly complex. It is impossible to tell whether anything that happens is good or bad, because you have never seen the end of the story. Whatever you're going through right now, is it a disaster, or is it the beginning of your greatest gift? Maybe